archdemon falls, a god remains. Fear not, dweller. Success is forged by time. The fires are lit.
Hi, Brooke. Can I ask you a question? Actually, never mind. Don't worry about it.
Okay, you're several lines ahead of me here. Let's start with me saying, hi, Bellara.
Right. Okay. It's just, you know, the elf thing. We're fighting our gods. Our gods. It feels a little surreal, and I know surreal.
Not like we had much of a choice.
Yeah.
So what was your question?
Those are our gods out there, rampaging around. Maybe people don't trust us. Maybe they shouldn't.
Every culture in Thedas has skeletons in its closet. Orlais, Fereld, and most of Tevinter's skeletons aren't even trying to hide. But that isn't who the elves have been for centuries.
That feels too easy. Like we're not taking responsibility. And I don't know, I feel guilty. Anytime I think about it, really.
So who's that helping?
Who's what helping?
Feeling guilty.
Well, no one, I guess, but then what should I do?
I don't know. But you're kind and compassionate, and that matters. It makes a difference.
Rook, that means a lot. Thank you. But is it really that easy? Does kindness make up for it? What my people did, I mean?
The Evanuris did those things. And they did them to your people.
Yeah. It's hard. All of it's hard. But I feel better. A little bit, anyways. Thanks for talking to me and listening to me.
Hey, anytime. It's what I'm here for.
Right. It's a good thing to be here for. See you later, Rook.
Lucanus? Are you in here brooding?
I'm fine.
That's not a no.
I had her. She should have never gotten away from me. This was our contract, Rook. I don't fail my contracts.
Just think how much more satisfying it'll be when you do take her down.
We cannot count on a second shot. I thought I still had this. Whatever else I am, I'm a professional. After the ossuary, I thought at least I could still take out a target. I need to work.
Focus on what you do best. Hitting your mark when they least expect it. Gillenane will remember that scratch you gave her.
For all the good it did.
We didn't know what they were really capable of before. Now we do. We'll be ready next time.
I was distracted. That cannot happen again. I need to get my head on straight.
Whatever you need to do.
Have you been to talk to the others? Davrin, especially. I think everyone might have things to deal with now. I should check in with the crows. Whatever the word is, I'll let you know. There's nothing like work to focus the mind.
Davrin? Davrin, about Weishaupt. One less archdemon in the world. At least you made them pay.
It wasn't enough. That's Renaud. Malmont. Anya. We used to argue. Who would be the one to take an archdemon down? Who'd die so that others could live? Not sure any of us believed it'd actually happen.
When the moment came, you did the Wardens proud.
Did I? Because I'm still here. They're not.
There's no getting them back. But at least they died heroes.
And I should have joined them. A Grey Warden kills an Archdemon, they're supposed to die.
Who knows what happened? Maybe the gods changed things and the old rules don't apply. Why is being alive a problem?
Because I didn't expect to be here. Grey Wardens have an expiration. It pushed me.
There's more fight to go.
And if we manage to pull that off?
You'll do what you do best. Hunt monsters.
Plenty of people can do that. I'm talking purpose. I feel like a blade sharpened all these years to confront the worst darkness in the world. And my blade struck true at Weishaupt. What now?
Well, you'll raise a song to create a world where the light outshines the darkness.
Yeah? Well, let me tell you. That will require a lot more gingerwort truffles.
I don't want to hear any more talk about dying, okay?
Fair enough.
He's counting on you.
Guess we're stuck with each other, boy. No getting rid of me now. Someday I might actually know what that means.
While you sort that out, maybe you and Lucanus can try to bury the hatchet.
Yeah,
He had a rough time of it too.
I know. That was an incredible shot he took at Gillenane.
Then tell him that. Because fighting each other won't help us defeat the gods.
But we've got help. The Wardens, Shadow Dragons, Crows, Veil Jumpers, we're all in this together.
We are. But they've all got their own problems. If we want their help, we have to help them first.
Is that a plan I hear forming?
I think it could be. Thanks, Davrin.
Nev, that coffee in the kitchen, you made it?
Keen eye.
Did you boil it? If so, why?
I'm not picky. I got a cup and it does the job. That's all I ask.
I don't know where to go with this.
Maybe that's how it's done him in Rathus.
Oh no. Give Lucanus credit. It's terrible.
You need a stronger word for terrible.
So what's the coffee for?
What isn't it for? The Venatori used the dragon attack for a power grab. Now they treat Docktown like their personal playground. I've heard more cries for help than I can count. And now the Threads have reached out.
The Minrathus crime syndicate.
Smuggling, extortion, protection rackets. The Threads do it all. They stay out of slavery and they hate Venatori. Enough to keep picking fights. My contact in the Threads, Alec, wants to talk. He doesn't reach out for nothing.
So we share a common enemy with the crime syndicate. Could be useful.
Well, I'm glad Docktown's interesting when it's useful.
It needs our help either way.
True enough.
If you need more coffee, I'll make it.
Well now, is that sweet or trying to save me from myself?
Let's call it both.
Hey, am I interrupting?
Done in a sec. Morning ritual. The Darsam.
Those are the ropes people who follow the Qun wear.
We bind ourselves to remember who we are. Tie down the stuff that's too dangerous to leave loose. My mother made me do it every morning before breakfast. I had big fingers. Used to take me forever. Avatash. Shokotoebra. Only a beast is confounded by knots. A girl masters herself and the Darsa.
You said you wanted to see me?
Yeah.
Rook, Tosh, glad I caught you both. The Grey Wardens found a cave that one of the Blighted Dragons uses as its lair.
Where?
In the Hussberg wetlands. There's no sign of the dragon itself, though.
I should check it out. We need to know how different the Blighted Dragons really are. They might turn into something like Gilnenane's Archdemon did. If there's a clue, I have to be ready.
The fall of Weishaupt reverberated across the Fade, as did the fall of an Archdemon.
But unless I am mistaken, both Elganan and Gillenane yet stand.
We took down Gillenane's Archdemon, but we weren't able to kill her.
And how are you doing?
I watched a lot of Wardens die while Gillenane didn't. How do you think I'm doing?
You saw the Venatori seize control of Minrathous. What makes Weishaupt harder to bear?
Minrathous fell to the Venatori because I was driving off the Blighted Dragon in Treviso. I couldn't be in two places at once. But at Weishaupt, we got there in time. The Archdemon was down. I had a Dragon Hunter, a mage-killing assassin, and the Grey Wardens. And even then, we couldn't kill Gillenane.
Rook, I led a rebellion against Elganan for 100 of your lifetimes. I have been where you now stand. Do you know how many times I had to order my rebels to retreat when we were outmatched in raw power? You rendered Gillenane mortal and escaped with your lives. The sting of wishing you had done more will push you to improve. But Weishaupt was a victory, and your team will see your passion, even if you must conceal the extent of your own pain. How are your companions, after what happened?
They've spent a lot of time yelling at each other. Or me.
Not the worst outcome, all things considered. Properly focused, that anger can forge your team into a weapon keen enough to cut through any obstacle. You cannot stand against Elganan and Gillenane with logic. Those motivated by greed or self-interest will change alliances, but those who serve you with passion and loyalty will follow wherever you lead, even to their deaths if necessary.
I'm not planning to order anyone to their deaths.
If you gain their loyalty, they will need no orders. They will volunteer.
I can't build these people up knowing I might have to send them to their deaths. There's always another option.
Perhaps you are right. Building your team is the best way to minimize the chance of such an order becoming necessary.
I'll keep that in mind. Do you have any suggestions on our next move against the gods?
If you oppose Elganan and Gillenane's minions,
you will get your opportunity.
You think one of the Antam or Venatori commanders will help us find the gods?
Possibly. But more importantly, you will aggravate them. You rendered Gillenane mortal at Weishaupt. It is an embarrassment, an insult, neither she nor Elganan can ignore. If you continue to disrupt their plans, you will not need to track them down. They will come to you.
And then we get some payback for Weishaupt.
As long as you are ready when the opportunity comes. One final warning. You have survived a confrontation with Gillenane, which few still live to claim. But her power pales in comparison to Elganan's. If he takes the field himself, remember, in a fight such as ours, escaping to fight another day is a victory.
All right. I think we can make this work.
I took work orders from all the wardens.
Already?
Yeah, and some of the villagers too. You're going to be busy.
Gee, thanks. What are you after today? Good to go. You need anything else, I'll be here.
Thanks, Holden. I'll see you.
Hey, I'm Flynn, apprentice physician.
Everything all right?
I've been busy with patients, but I'm short on medical supplies. My mentor, Oscar, he should have some. He has a cabin outside the village. If you're out there, tell him you saw Flynn, and they could use his help.
Tosh, what are you doing?
She's not in her lair. I was ready. I could have fought her.
Tosh!
Doesn't matter. I can still look for clues. See if she'll turn into a monster like Gilnenane's archdemon did. I have to figure this out. I'm a dragon slayer.
Not right now, you're not.
Vashwatar!
Stop and think. You rushed in alone with no plan. That's how a dragon slayer handles the hunt?
Wait. Look at that.
Ropes.
Qunari ropes. The Antam. They're the ones who've been blighting the dragons for the gods. Those fucking ropes. They tie her down with these ropes so they can blight her. They turn her into something blighted and ugly and wrong. Something she was never supposed to be. Chakra Toebra. I've got to be ready to fight her. I'm a dragon slayer.
Tosh.
I'm a crappy Qunari. I'm not really Ravani. I'm no good as a daughter. I'm not even... I can't even be a woman right. I have to be a dragon slayer.
This is a bad place for a heart-to-heart, Tosh. But if here's where we're doing it, then let's go. You are a dragon slayer. A great one, when your head's on straight, but you're hiding. Want to show me how tough you are? Face the real problem, right here, right now.
My mother put these ropes on me. She tied me up. Why did she do that? Is it because I didn't fit as a woman? Is it why I don't fit as a woman?
Tosh.
The Shadow Dragons say there are people who use they instead of he or she. They're not men or women. And I like how it feels when I imagine myself that way. But... I'm not supposed to breathe fire. Am I not supposed to feel like this? What does she want me to be?
The Qun has everyone wear the Darsam, right? Even your mother.
None of the other Qunari kids did.
Sure, but their parents left the Qun. Chthon didn't. She carried it with her all the way to Ravane.
Yeah.
I may not get Qunari culture, but I know those ropes aren't a punishment. They're to help you be who you are. Whoever you are. Even if it's a struggle to get there.
Chakra Toebra. I want to be... No. I am Qunari. And I'm not the daughter my mother wanted. That Tosh, she was never really me.
Who is the real Tosh?
She is... They are... not a woman. Or a man. The Shadow Dragons had some fancy terms, but using they and knowing that, it feels... good.
Sounds like a good start.
Thanks. Come on, let's get out of here.
Sounds good. cabin must be the physician's. Mentor. Right. Still searching. Look for medical supplies. There was a life here.
Yeah. Damn.
A notebook. It describes a local plant. Grown as blue. None here. But Oscar left to find more. For his wife. If he left before the cabin was blighted, we might still find him out there.
Hey, Laura, why did ancient elves put traps everywhere?
Oh, did they? Oh, I mean traps. What kind of traps?
The kind that set you on fire. Traps everywhere.
Oh, did they? Oh, I mean traps. What kind of traps?
The kind that set you on fire.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, it's the magic. It's gotten all confused. The original spells probably weren't even meant for defense. Oh, they'd be helpful, like showing you a map or shining your boots. But the magic is old. You're new, so it doesn't recognize you. Then the magic only halfway works and whoosh.
So I have to dodge fire bolts because some old magic wanted to shine my boots? Magic is stupid.
Darkspawn.
We've got this.
There's a body.
Damn. Tarlogalara.
His bag. Ronus Bloom. This was the physician, Oscar.
We can take the supplies to Flynn. They can still help the village.
Flynn, we have Bronus Bloom.
That will really help. Thank you. Oscar, the physician, was he, or his wife, Marta?
I'm sorry. They're gone. You were from here, right? You were Oscar's apprentice.
I knew him and Marta my whole life. I was at the end of my training. I'll make sure it's put to good use. With these plants, I can help the village, the wardens, whoever needs it.
Sounds like Oscar was a good friend.
You could talk to him about anything and he'd be interested. Plants, books, sword training, listening to me figure myself out, the non-binary stuff. He was all ears. When I said I wanted to help people, he said he'd train me, but that I'd find my own ways too. And I'd have to tell him all about it.
With the Blight Surge, how have things been in the village?
Bad. People are scared. Some are sick. We know Darkspawn are out there, and that's a death without mercy. But this is the Anderfells. If you aren't dead, then you're still alive.
I studied anatomy and alchemy with the Watchers. I've more practice with the dead, though.
Ah. My studies were more focused on the, before dead part. The wardens have a medic. Between the two of us, we'll get by. I want to help. I almost lost the chance.
What do you mean?
When the blight surged through, I nearly died. Evka and Antoine found me, but I was blighted. Past healing. They let me take the warden joining ritual. It saved my life, and gave me warden abilities.
Does that mean you're a Grey Warden?
It should mean I have no choice. The joining ingredients are rare. If that first warden had found me... Evka and Antoine said I'm welcome, but they're happy to see me continue as I am.
So, Antoine and Evka are giving you a choice.
It's against the Order's rules. Or it was. I don't know if they broke the rules or maybe something will change. What they did? But Evka said to stop thanking them.
The joining ritual gives wardens their abilities. What was it like? What's it like now?
I shouldn't go into the details. It wasn't fun. But I'm here. Even if I'm different now.
This is all... wow. It's a story.
Yeah, it's a lot to get used to. You know, I can sense the blight in my warden patients. I can't reverse it, but I think it helps my treatments. I won't be killing Darkspawn, but I'll fight the blight my way. I'm still Lavendale's physician. Whatever else has changed, that hasn't.
And it doesn't have to. Hold on to what you want.
I will. And thanks.
Don't mention it.
You're breathing easier?
You've got patience worse than me. But if you had more questions about warden stuff, I could wait.
I'd appreciate it.
Are you all right?
Rook, I'm Greta. Good to have you here.
You look a bit worried.
We're not sure where some of our wardens are, Beckett and a few others. We're supposed to check in. We need to look out for each other more than ever. It's just, I know they took Weishaupt hard, and I hope they're okay.
I once felled a tree and there was a spirit inside. It nearly stopped my heart to see it. I made a headboard from that tree. The couple who bought it said they had strange dreams. Thank you.
You really don't want to fight back? Go on. After everything.
I keep seeing Weishaupt. The wardens were meeting at the Grove, but they didn't want anyone to know.
Tree. So beautiful. Can you hear it singing?
A map and plans.
Must be from those missing wardens.
He's gone. He was drawn to the tree.
He heard it singing. To him, anyways.
Maybe the blight messed with him. We'll tell the wardens.
Good. Needed some action.
Darkspawn, bring them down and we'll clear a path.
They've got us at range.
those Fen'Harel altars. Easier to travel through here. That will help the wardens. Are you all right?
We wanted to prove we could stop the Darkspawn, that we deserved to be here. There had to be a reason we survived when so many others at Weiss helped. I'm not as bad as I look. I can get myself back to Lavendel. Thank you. I just need a moment to say goodbye.
What about elven traps that summon? How'd they like that? What about elven traps that summon spirits to attack you?
In ruins? Well, it depends on the spirits. Sometimes energy from malfunctioning enchantments damages the veil and draws demons through.
Really?
Ugh. Why? Ugh. I know it's disappointing, but runes and enchantments degrade over time. The elves did their best.
It's not that. It's... Ugh. I thought it was a puzzle. I thought the elves left the traps to test us, so only the best people can... get their stuff. But it's just broken down magic.
Well, the randomly placed spinning blades? Those are absolutely traps.
Okay. That's something. New. Did the Blight dredge it up from somewhere?
After Weishaupt, we can't afford to ignore anything to do with the Blight. The Gloomhowler was working with Darkspawn. I should help Davrin when he learns more about it.
Hey, good. I wanted to ask you something. My mother and I have a weekly dinner thing. I was gonna meet her in Ravane. Wanna come? Fresh food. And I wanted to know you're good to work with.
Sure.
Manifestation.
Oh, Rook. Sorry, hello.
Everything okay?
I don't know. I don't think so. Yanarl is missing. And others, Strife told me.
What kind of missing?
They went back to where I met you, where we found the archive. You know, just in case. It's been a week. No one's heard from them. And it's my fault.
It's not your fault, Balara.
Please, I need to blame someone, even if it's me.
Blame doesn't matter. Finding them does.
You're right. Of course you are. Let's start looking where we met earlier, where the Veil Jumpers would have gone in. Might be another anomaly, or more demons. Well, let's just be ready.
Ready for what?
For anything.
This is ominous.
Biago found something.
Something bad, I take it.
Venatori and Treviso. Like I thought. One of them might know where Zara is. Biago has crows watching them. We find them. We find Zara.
Venatori in the city. But Ilario thought they were gone. Are we sure this is good intel?
Biago's certain. We only get one shot at this. We go when you're ready.
Something wrong?
Got a message. Place called the Cauldron was attacked.
That's some sort of Grey Warden tavern.
It's a secret Warden readout. No idea what goes on there.
Then why are you involved?
Because whatever attacked it sounds like the Gloomhowler.
Then let's get rid of it.
Had the same thought. What's left of the Wardens are still licking their wounds. So we handle this alone. Just go to the Cauldron and get the Griffins back. You have to promise to behave, boy. Listen to every word I say, stay out of trouble, don't do anything dumb, and don't eat any.
I think we get the point. What happened to he'll learn by doing? Sink or swim?
Yeah? But what if he sinks? I'm supposed to be the bodyguard. Keep that feathery butt safe.
What did you say? You're only as strong as your quarry?
And what if he's not?
How will he know if he doesn't try? Maybe that Turnham idea, that unity between Warden and Griffin starts by having faith in each other.
Maybe. I suppose you were born for this sort of fight, boy. All talons and temper.
And a sharp tongue to remind you of it.
As long as he backs it up. Good taste.
You're late. And you brought a guest.
I hope I'm not putting you out.
No, this is Tasha's home as much as mine, even if she does not visit very often.
I don't smell the Iskop. We always have Iskop on Tuesdays.
I am not yet finished with my studies. I thought you would help me tonight.
And by help, you mean do it all. You haven't even chopped the melons.
You swing axes all day. Do you lack the strength to chop a few melons? The runes on the tablet are written in the old Kunari tongue, but they are incomplete.
So they never finished it?
No. It is clearly finished, but parts of letters have been hidden somehow, rendering the tablet unreadable.
Sounds like they didn't want you to read it.
Yes. Unfortunately, there are few other documents that date back to the first expedition.
What do you mean, the first expedition?
Your history teaches that Kunari landed on Thedas 300 years ago, in the Steel Age. This is true, but incomplete. Almost 1,000 years earlier, the first expedition came only to vanish. They were Kunari who predated the Qun itself. That is what I study.
Here, food's ready.
This is not Iskop.
It was gonna take too long. I wanted to hear about the tablet.
Did you?
Yeah?
Well, as I said, it is at least 1,000 years old.
Hara Merad Zasham.
More emphasis. The sentence is a march, not a race. Hera Merad Zesham.
I'm trying.
I'm glad you came, Panaidan.
Thanks for coming.
She used she. You haven't told her yet.
I was going to. Then we got here and she was like that.
Telling her might be more trouble than it's worth.
I'll tell her soon. She deserves to know.
This isn't about her. You do what's right for you.
Thanks.
They were here, but it's been a while. Fire's cold. Tracks are mostly gone. So where'd they go?
We won't know if we stand around here. Let's look around.
Right. Probably in the ruins. Their supplies are still here. Still, I don't know. Something feels... Rook? Let's be careful. Very, very careful.
Right. That looks a lot like the Fade tears we saw when Solus was doing his ritual.
But we can walk through these.
Is that safe?
It's the only way across, so I hope so.
Get ready.
Of this group.
Right. Quickly.
You okay, Belle?
I don't know.
Under fire! Watch it!
The Veil Jumpers definitely came through here. Ynarl. Hamuel? Sora. Oh, pretty recently, too. But there's something else. A little older and weirdly familiar. Where do I know that from? We'll have to cross here. Just, you know, don't look down. It's, well, a long way to the ground. wrong with that rage?
More agitated than usual. Take it down and worry about the why after.
Got demon. It smelled like tin. Like the aftermath of powerful magic.
So what does that mean?
It means we hurry. Sure thing.
About to have a problem.
That satchel. That was Melora's. Is Melora's, I mean.
So why would a demon have it? And where's Melora?
I don't know. I wish I did, but I don't. I can't think of any explanation that makes this a good thing.
Then we keep looking for answers.
Yeah. Right. Sure, here we go. I think we're getting close.
How sure are you?
As sure as I can be. That's all I've got.
You trust your gut. We'll watch your back.
Right. Of course. Thanks.
Wait. Is that...
Mythal! The missing veil jumpers! No!
I get it, but right now, take a breath.
General. Hamill.
Valar, are you okay?
We have to stop it. Get them down.
Boris Shivan? I can't believe it. It's really you. I'd hoped you might come, but I didn't let myself believe it.
Syrian.
Valara? Are you all right?
You're dead.
No. No, nothing could be further from the truth. He delivered me, as he will deliver us all.
He? Who's he? Who are you talking about, Syrian? Who saved you?
I did.
A little flashy, but nice entrance.
This is the form I use to speak to my disciples. I cannot yet manifest. Soon enough, though, with Syrian's aid. I am a Norris. They call me...
A forgotten one.
Yes, well done. Forgotten, but not gone. The 6th and the 7th roam free, and the way stands clear. And I will guide our people to ascension, as the others have found, as these two will soon find.
The demons. They were the veil jumpers.
Shit. You're right.
Why, Syrian? Why do that to our people? We wanted to save them, not destroy them.
I mean, they wouldn't...
Alas, a regrettable possibility, if the ritual is done wrong.
You told me it would give them strength, purity. You never said it could kill them.
I had assumed you could handle such a trifling task, Syrian. Perhaps I chose my herald poorly. If you lack the conviction to see your people ascend...
Why, Syrian? Why do this? Why him?
Because only he offers the truth. And is willing to help our people. That's all I've ever wanted. All we've ever wanted.
No. Not like this. Never like this. Why couldn't you stay a memory?
Come now, Syrian. We will leave your sister to her contemplation. As well as other things.
We have to get them out.
Good idea. But how?
Working on it.
Got us from a distance.
I've got it. I think. If we break the artifacts on the edges. It's working! One more to go!
More demons incoming.
We can handle a few more.
Hurry! They don't have much longer!
Look out!
Got it! These should be the last demons. Hang in there, Yanaro. get Hamuel and Yunaro back to camp.
Shouldn't we go after Syrian?
He's gone. Come on, let's signal the others. Ready to signal the others?
Yeah. Let's let them know where we are.
Okay, I'll give them the signal. Yunaro's still breathing. Same as Hamuel. Because of you. So Syrian's alive. Damn. And working with the Forgotten One? You sure it was him? I wish I wasn't. But it was him. Or close enough. Raising demons? Killing veil jumpers? How could he... My brother.
Maybe he's being controlled. Blood magic or something?
What about that mask? It started glowing. When Inars was speaking, I mean. Bronze? Kind of ugly? Yes, exactly. An Evaniris Bond mask. Damn.
We found a few of them around Arlethan, but they were broken, or at least dormant. But with all the raw magic the gods brought back into the world, guessing that's changed things.
The mask would link to one of the gods, or a sufficiently powerful mage. Let you feel whatever they felt, mostly used to control their servants. So Syrian's being controlled? That isn't him? Servant, not slave. He can't control your thoughts. You just feel what they feel. For some people, that's enough.
So what should we do now?
We can't let him keep doing this. Not to our people.
We need to stop him. No matter what.
I know, Strife, but I can get through to him. I know I can. And if you can't?
Right. Let's go.
With Weishaupt gone, it'll only...
They say that... Looking to inflict some pain? I have what you need. come back alive. No point in dead customers.
I need it.